Bing bong, bing bong, bing 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 bong. The Knicks, we here. The Knicks, we here. Bing bong, bing bong. The Knicks are here. I mean, hey, come on, 3-1. You got to take it. Haven't won a series since 2013. Fans were storming they were dancing in the streets, dancing in the streets, dancing in the streets. I can't sing, but I can tell you, the fans were pumped yesterday. And I'll tell you, Donovan Mitchell, 2 points in the second half, 11 for the game. Barrett at 26, Brunson at 29. Randall set out the fourth. Thibodeau saying the knee. Randall, get healthy. They can win it tomorrow night. Is it tomorrow night the Knicks are playing in Cleveland? But 3-1, take it for what it is. I mean, Javi had his, I talked to him about it, and he said, season ended, good, they're swept. Let's get ready for next season. Cam Johnson is a restricted free agent. We'll see what happens on that front. The Nets have a lot of decisions to make. The Knicks right now, hey, come on, let's enjoy this ride. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Wednesday night, because the NBA is all about spreading these games out to the point where you're like, can we play some basketball actually? Can we actually have a basketball game that we can watch? I mean, that'd be great. You got Rangers tonight. They lose Saturday night. They put in a backup. The Devils put in, what's his name? Schmid came in. They benched the starter, whose name escapes me right now. And I know someone will call me out of that, but Schmid came in. Yeah. Akira Schmid is the backup goalie for the Devils. So they bench their, well, come on, you have 2 5-1 losses. So they bench him. They put in Mr. Schmid. They were terrible. 0-5 Saturday on the power play, the Devils. Dougie Hamilton. Dougie! That's, Michigan always does Dougie, because Dougie was in the, what was that movie? Toe Clip. There was a movie, and I'm blanking on it, he was a former hockey player who becomes a figure skater and skates for the Olympics. Because he had a head injury, couldn't see out of his eye. So he always says Dougie, and I can't remember the goddamn name of the movie. It came out in the 90s. Devils goalies, yeah, it was. Blackwood was the starter. They benched Blackwood, and they put in Schmid, and Schmid got it done. And we'll see what happens going forward. They said that he wants the Rangers to pepper Devils rookie goalie with more shots. I mean, hey, listen, they're up 2-1. Rangers, you know what, though? It's interesting. Michigan said they never really showed. She didn't think they had it on Saturday. And then it got into overtime. Bam, they lost the game. So they're 2-1, big game tonight. And this series could go 7. It really could. And, Hughes got a goal. They looked faster. I mean, coming in, the Devils were the favorite, not the Rangers. But, the Rangers looked so good on the road. And they kind of took a step back. But, hey, the crowd was rocking in MSG. We'll see what happens going forward. And we're going to see. We shall see. And, yeah, that movie I'm talking about from, I cannot remember, for Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci was in a movie with her. I'm trying to remember Joe Pesci. And he was in a movie with her. And I can't remember the goddamn. With Honors. So he was in a movie with Honors, which was, he hasn't done a lot of movies. So he was in With Honors with the Academy Award winner, Brendan Fraser, and Moira Kelly. So Moira Kelly was the one I'm thinking of. The Cutting Edge. That's the movie I was thinking of. So The Cutting Edge is when the kid's name in the movie, D.B. Sweeney, was Doug. His name in the movie was Doug. I'm trying to get the name right here. Yeah, he was the hockey player, becomes the Doug Dorsey, and Moira Kelly was the rich girl, Kate Mosley. So that was a movie, and Michigan's one of her favorite movies, and I've seen it a couple times. I remember seeing when it came out. So I couldn't remember the name. It's The Cutting Edge, and that's when he comes in the bar, he comes back, and nobody knows that he's a figure skater now. They go, Dougie! And then he tells everybody he's a figure skater, and everybody was like, oh, because, of course, this movie is 92, and it's not looked at as a very masculine sport, figure skating, 92, and well, whatever. So, yeah. I know, just sometimes the brain goes where the brain goes, and you got to keep going with it. So tonight we have kind of crazy. We have, a a lot of things happened this weekend. And, yeah, I mean, Islanders blown out 5-1. They're down 3-1. I think that series is done. After winning a game, I thought maybe they could take a second one at home, but at UBS did not happen. So Canes are up 5-1. Canes uniforms look like they're the Russian hockey team from the CCCP team in 1980 in Lake Placid. I don't know. They look like the Russian uniforms. I'm not crazy about that. And Steve Stamkos and Austin Matthews, first fight in NHL history between players who have had 60-goal seasons. Leafs won in overtime 4-3 to be up 2-1. Bruins are up 3-1. We have more tonight. And then Saturday night, I watched Gervonta Davis beat Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia said he had a mole from and he didn't want to take anything away from the fight, but he said there was a mole. Somebody turned on him, I guess was giving information or whatever. He said turned on him in his camp. And he doesn't want to take anything away from the loss, but it seems like you are if you're, now all of a sudden you bring up there was a mole in your, and what possibly could the mole give away? You got knocked down on one punch, and then you took a liver shot, and he couldn't get back up. I mean, I was like, I actually missed it. I was like, what's going on here? And liver shot. Like there was a 5-second pause. He went down to his knees, and he couldn't get up. Couldn't get up. And he said he'd love to have a rematch down the line, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon. And I thought Davis got a little, I didn't think much action happened. It was kind of a slow fight. Things took a little while. Hey, Bernie Rod, what's up? Bernie Rod 83. What's up? You want to talk any sports stuff? Bring it on. But he knocked him down with one punch. Only the second time that Garcia had been knocked down. And then that 7th round, I think he said he was going to knock him out, Davis, in the 7th or 8th round. And liver shot. And I was like, holy shit. I mean, it was body shots work, man. Everybody goes for headshots, but Davis has a lot of strength in that body.